Okay, so the very first part of this, again, the idea is to make it super punchy. And you want to get a full chord here. So I'm putting my ring finger down across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string like it shows in the tab. So you have a power chord, but not just those 2 notes, the extra notes on the 2nd and 3rd string. You want to hit that super loud, so you get a, and then a really quiet shuffle. And we're trying to get that little shuffle to happen with your middle finger and your pinky, because very often, like you see later, you have to get that pinky 1 fret farther. It's a really common thing to do this. And later on we're going to use that. So you can get used to doing the power chord shape with your middle finger. Play the chord with your ring, and then jump to this. So I'm hitting this chord wide open, and then shuffling right away with a palm mute. And then, right away, he starts doing this with a triplet. Makes that punch come out even more rhythmically. You know, so you're hearing this dun 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 dun. Remember, each of those beats is a triplet. You're going 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And this shuffle part, that's long short, is a 1 3 1 3. The more we can make that really tight and on those 1 3 1 3 beats, the more rhythm it's gonna have, and more articulation it's gonna have. So when you get past that first measure, you're going down 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's a 2 and a 3 in it where the triplets are happening. There's 1 2 3. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 2 and a 3 and a 4. Cool. Okay, down here you want to tighten it up a lot. Use a lot of palm mute and really separate these strings. If you can make this shake a little bit, that'll give it even more energy. So those are all the beginning parts. So you want to really stop the A chord. You don't want this. It's going to sound a little funny, do it. And really stop that. So you get a hit. If you actually look at the tab, there's an 8th note there, and then there's a rest right away. The way you get things to punch is to stop them right away. So cool. If you leave it, it doesn't have that punch. Even though I hit it just as hard, it doesn't sound anything the same. Cool. The chorus part is just a shuffle down here, so we're doing that same triplet thing. 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 and 1. So none of the 2 and a 3 and a 4, and just 1 3 1 3 really punched on the beats. Okay. So remember, the biggest thing that's going to help with getting that reach is getting your thumb down on the bottom and really reaching your fingers around so that fingers can move like this instead of like that. Well, the more the thumb comes over the top, the more your fingers get choked off by the guitar. You can't really move, and you can't stretch either. If you do this, you can get some stretch between your fingers, and that's what we really need to do all the stuff that we're going to do later with the 12th fret. Okay, really just all the time. The more you can think about doing this, it's uncomfortable to play like this in the beginning, but it's like, martial artists do kicks and they start out like this and then they gradually go more. Every time you sit down, you try and push your arm a little bit farther out. Don't ever hurt yourself. Don't ever do it to the point where it feels like it's not comfortable. But get your hands out and try and get right on the tips of your fingers, and ideally your fingers should point each in different directions so you can really reach. The more you do this, the more they're close together, the more you're in that limited space where you can't do any movement at all. Cool. So down here, I'm just trying to. This is a perfect place to practice it with your middle and pinky because it's very simple. you the parts. The only thing is we have this little bridge part. So we have like pages and pages of music where nothing changes. So if you're watching along the tab, you don't need to learn anything else but what's circled. And then we get to this funny little bridge part, which is... That is a really unusual move, but what it is a power chord. And he's doing that. I think the best way to get this, if we're going to play that part the way it's written, is to use your middle finger and pinky for the power chord, so on the 5th string and 4th string. And we need to get the melody on the 3rd string to go 7, 6, slide it down, and then 9 with your pinky. So you get... So that's circled on there. And just be careful that you're not getting all the way down to the 1st string when you strum. Don't do this. You don't want all those notes, just these 3. Your fingers will mute those other strings pretty naturally, but if you're strumming all the strings, you're gonna get some stuff in there you don't want, and kind of just makes it sound a little more muddled. So you do that a couple times, and the beat there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. So triple 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and up. And right after that, he jumps into this other shuffle thing, which is extended up to the 12th fret. So you're doing the power chord like we were doing with the shuffle before, and you really use that stretch fingering so your pinky can get all the way up to the 12th fret. You're going to go 12, 11, 9, and 11, and he's doing this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The first one is 1, 3, and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And he just goes. There's 4 chords. Notice I'm articulating that. I'm actually stopping it here and here. That's everything you need for those. So try and get those couple things worked out, and we'll try and get the form and the order all put together. Just say play this lick, and we'll write out a little chart to make sure it's clear, play it through the song, and then we'll go do it with some bass and drums, and just fight our way through it the first time and keep getting better as you do it. And we'll do it with every song until you're really picking up some new techniques and some new ways of sounding.
Awesome.
How about this?